So back again, we are still here outside of Block B. What I wanted to show you now is the access control part of the video. We have here with us the main entrance panel for Block B, and this acts as both the door entry and access control device. What I wanted to show you is the access control part of it. So what I have with me is one of the pre-programmed fobs. Each resident or each block or each flat will have a set of fobs that they will be issued, and the idea being that the resident would approach the main entrance panel, they would present their fob, they would get a tone which then allows them to open the door, and once that tone is faded out, it means that the lock is now engaged again and no one else will be able to get in or out of that building. Thank you very much. So now I just want to talk about the door entry aspect of the system. We are currently outside of Block A, and what we're going to do is just call one of the flats. So we've got flats 3 to 20 over here. I'm going to select flat number 3, I'm going to press call, and then that will then call the flat. If at any point you wanted to cancel that call because you don't know the person living in flat number 3, you can actually just press cancel and that will cancel the call. So we'll move on to flat 3 now, where we'll show you the video of us answering the call, and then we'll be done with this demonstration. Thank you. So here we are in apartment number 3, and we are now receiving our call from downstairs. Hello? Hey, yes, I can hear you. I'm going to open the door now. Yes, can you get in? Cool, dinner's ready, I'll see you soon. He sounded very confused, but my guest will arrive shortly. Thank you very much. So, just to elaborate on the handsets themselves, for each handset you've got 3 functional components. You have the actual handset itself, you have the privacy function button, and the door open button. The handset does pretty much what it's meant to do. You pick it up, you answer the call, speak into the microphone, and then to hang up, you just place it back on its holster. The privacy button, this basically disengages the ringing tone of the handset. So if you do not want to be disturbed and you don't want to hear the handset ringing, you just simply push that button and that will cancel that out. Then the door open button does what it's meant to do. You press that button and it releases the door downstairs so that your guests can come in. And that is the handset.
My name is Ashley Cooper and I'm a contracts manager for T4 Mechanical. I'm going to be talking about utility cupboards in this clip. So within the utility cupboard you've got the main stopcock. You'll see it by a blue handle. Obviously if you've got any issues within the apartment, you can just shut this off and it will isolate the water to your whole flat. Within the utility as well, you've got your washing machine, which behind the washing machine has got your stop valve, and you've got the outlet for your discharge. So within the cupboard you've got an MVHR unit which extracts from your kitchen and your bathrooms and it puts fresh air into your living rooms and your bedrooms. This unit must be kept on at all times, otherwise you could cause damp in the bathrooms when you've got the steam and everything from your bathroom. You have filters within these units which need to be taken out and dusted off every 6 months. Also within the utility cupboard we have a tubular heater which can be used to store clothes, etc. This is turned on and off by the switch from the plug. Located in your utility cupboard is your fuse board. This is where you can isolate and make safe certain circuits within the apartment. To gain access to your fuse board, you simply lift the flap to reveal each circuit. If there's a problem with the whole flat, you have a main switch which you can turn down and isolate the whole flat. To isolate each circuit, you can simply flip down and that will isolate the circuit you're trying to do.
I'm Danny from T4 Mechanical and Electrical. I'm one of the M&E contracts managers. Today I'll be talking about the combi boiler found within your units. Here we have a combi boiler that's found in every dwelling, every flat. There's 2 controls on here that control your heating and your hot water, and then to the left will be your pressure gauge. This needs to be set at 1.5 bar. If this was to drop below, you'll find a fitting loop underneath that can be turned on to increase the pressure to 1.5 bar. If you come to your boiler and you find that it is low pressure, you can top it up by looking underneath your boiler and you'll find an open and shut valve. If you was to open that as if you're opening a tap, the water will start to enter into the system and you'll find that the pressure gauge will then increase, getting you to 1.5 bar, and then you will turn it off once achieved 1.5. In every room you'll find a radiator, and every rad apart from your hallway you will see a thermostatic controlled rad valve. These can be turned on and off between 1 and 5, 5 being the max to control the heat. Here we have your programmable room stat located in the hallway. If you want to call for heat, you click the arrow up and you wait for the flame and the click as shown here. If you want to turn it down, please click the arrow down, the click and the flame will go off. If you'd like to program your controller, lift the lid, you'll find a program button here. You can have your heating to come on and off as and when you like. Please refer to the manual for the Honeywell CM707 for these settings. Here we have your emergency gas shut-off valve. If you ever smell gas within your unit, please shut this valve off and call the gas board.
Over here, what you got is the access panel, and it is mainly used for the maintenance team. If there's any maintenance to be done, behind it there's a salt stack pipe which will be used for rodding if there's any blockages to this apartment.